welcome everybody to One Shot Onslaught. This is the what's that called?
The Reckoning
finale series. Semi-finale. What's the episode before the finale?
This semi-finale.
Sure, yeah.
No, this is not.
This is the semifinals, like a basketball game.
The playoffs.
This is the playoffs, guys. Hey, everybody, what happened in episode 4 of the Dragon of Icespire Peak mini campaign that we recorded like over a month ago?
Did we find a dragon?
No.
Did we hear about a dragon?
We definitely heard about a dragon.
No. It was the Big Al episode, Butterskull Ranch.
I shot a guy in the field with my bow, shot him with an arrow. And then there's a guy trapped in a house with a monster under it.
There wasn't a monster under it, but yes, there was
something.
You all found like a room of orcs in this house. Thought that Big Al was dead. Sean Marston found
with the cowboy hat.
I wasn't recording.
Oh, damn it, Barry.
All right, I'm good now. We would have just recorded this whole fucking episode without Pip's dialogue.
So now that Pip is recording, Sean Marston found Big Al tied up in the basement, surrounded by these beautifully crafted skulls crafted from butter. Just the best butter around.
I don't remember this.
Some skull butter.
And then you all saved him, broke him free. Belisar handed over his pan of grease. And you guys fucked up some orcs pretty quickly, actually. And then
Sean got a cowboy hat.
No, that was Big Al's cowboy hat.
I didn't already have a cowboy hat.
Yeah, Sean Marston already had a cowboy hat.
I was going to say.
And so we ended with you all going to sleep. Big Al was obviously very grateful, gave you all a mithril chain or an elven chain shirt, offered you his spare rooms to sleep for the night and said we would all catch up in the morning. So real quick before we start, it was super late last time, so we didn't talk about what you all got leveling to 4. So real quick, let's go ahead and it's kind of a boring level. You either got 2 stat points or a feat. So, Albert, what did you pick? Did you pick a feat or 2 stat points?
Well, I picked a feat and I picked, Defensive Duelist. When you're wielding a finesse weapon with which you're proficient and another creature hits you with a melee attack, I can use my reaction to add 2 to my AC for that attack.
Nice. Cool.
I can use it any time. No cooldown or anything.
Does it give you a stat or not? Some feats give a stat also.
No.
Okay. Belisar?
I got great weapon fighting.
Oh, I think we might have talked about that. Or is that what you got on Clyde, too, on Halfway to Heroes?
I have no idea. I can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands.
All right. Sean Marston?
Yeah. I got a feat. Sharpshooter.
Oh, such a good feat choice.
I Googled what was the best.
And I don't think it steered you wrong. That one's going to be a lot of fun. Do you want to read what that one does?
Well, god damn it, I closed it.
So once or whenever you make an attack roll, you can choose to take -5 to your hit and +10 to your damage. You got to call that beforehand, so you can't roll like a nat 20 and then be like, "Oh, I'm gonna roll that sharpshooter."
I'm going to use it every time, so.
If you want, we really can say that. We can say, like, I'm permanently going to be using sharpshooter.
Yes.
So whenever you roll, we'll just always -5 from it. All right, Pip, you got yours yet?
Yeah, so I did. I just did the ability score improvement. I chose wisdom for the first one, and just because I don't like the fact that it's at -1, I chose strength to give a boost to that.
All right, you've been doing some push-ups secretly while no one's watching. Okay.
Been working on it.
Big Al also gave you all a chain shirt, and we spoke a little bit earlier before we started recording so that we kind of knew who was going to be getting this, and Albert had the lowest. Not Albert, Pip.
I was going to say, what the hell? This is what we discussed.
Pip had the lowest.
Don't pull the rug out from underneath me, okay? This is my glory.
So Pip ended up getting that chain shirt, which bumped him up from a 12 to a 15 armor
It's
class.
funny to know, when I put it on, it was made for like a full size elf.
Yeah, it's
real
huge.
droopy.
I was imagining that in my head.
Yeah, it's real
like
droopy.
tucked in your pants.
Yeah.
Big Al literally took it off his own torso and gave it to you. So it was either like showing off his midriff when he was wearing it, or
Looks like a dress on Pip.
or it's down to your feet.
What the fuck is this?
He's got a chainmail dress. That's awesome.
So now that we got all that out of the way, it was late at night when you all saved Big Al. He had this ranch is actually pretty large, and there's multiple rooms in it. So you all were able to get kind of your own room. Maybe not all beds, but at least a sofa or like 2 chairs pulled together, or 1 chair maybe.
Albert hangs from the rafters.
Yeah, Albert actually is in some rafters.
I'm not a bat, man. You said hang from him?
Well, okay, he sits on a rafter. He doesn't hang from it.
No, Albert is actually posted up on some rafters, and Albert, you're sleeping pretty heavily. You're perched up on a rafter in Big Al's bedroom, actually. And one moment there is just nothing but this soft yellow light surrounding everything. Nothing else can be seen. And then you see the silhouette of a woman appear, and you can't explain it, but somehow in your bones, you can tell that this is Timora. And not just that, but this isn't a normal dream. This is Timora. You're seeing the outline of the goddess of luck herself.
Of what?
The goddess of luck.
I thought he said the goddess of Wuckersell.
She reaches out towards your forehead and lays a single finger on your top of your face, and whatever an owl has for a forehead. And you instantly see a change of scenery. It all kind of is shifting, and you see this great battle between this knight and this ancient white dragon. You see that the dragon's looking a little battered, but the knight is definitely looking worse off. You see the dragon exhale this massive plume of ice, and the knight raises up her shield, and it blocks most of the force, but the shield just shatters to a million pieces of ice. The dragon roars back and goes to eat the knight in one bite, and you see the sword of the knight go through the skull of the dragon, and then you see the body of the dragon slump to the floor. And then the scene shifts once more, and you see that same sword mounted still in the skull of a dragon in a cave somewhere. You can't really tell where this place is. But then the vision starts to kind of zoom out through the dirt and through the earth and through the cave. And you're looking down at these strange hills that kind of, looking at it from above, it kind of looks like the outline of a dragon in this area, and you recognize this place to be Dragon Barrow. And then you wake up, and everybody smells some nice bacon cooking.
Uncle Herschel's.
Wait, did no one else have any dreams?
We'll see. We'll see. You guys are all split up now. Everybody can kind of meet up in the kitchen. No, unfortunately, Pip, it's not Uncle Herschel's breakfast, because this is just Big Al just making just bacon.
Oh, okay. So this is Big
like
Al's breakfast.
just tons and tons of bacon, just piled high.
God dang, now I gotta find my voice again and relay the whole story.
Oh, hey, Albert. Did you sleep well in my rafters watching me while I was sleeping?
Oh, yeah.
I don't quite think that was the voice.
No, it's not.
Oh, hey, everybody. Did you all sleep well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Batman.
Not quite. I had the strangest fucking dream.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
I was in a house somewhere, and I guess I was there to loot it or something, and I was headed up the stairs, and I heard a sound, and it spooked me in the dream. So I turned to go run, and as I was going down the stairs, it was like I couldn't get to the bottom. Every time I was close, it would just stretch out farther, and I kept hearing something behind me like someone was coming. And when I turned around, fellas, there was 2 big-ass bananas coming down the stairs.
What?
And for some reason, they were in pajamas,
No.
singing a song, and I couldn't get away. It was the strangest thing. Scared the shit out of me.
Hey, Pip, are you messing with me? How'd you know the same dream I had last night? Are you some kind of necromancer or some witch shaman?
I don't like bananas. I thought it was attributed to that, but no. I mean, it just happened. I did see a couple of bananas on your counter over there before I went to bed. And I thought to myself, I don't like those, and went to sleep.
You mean my super extra brown bananas? Because these bananas have been sitting here since those orcs tied me up a 10-day ago. So they're pretty rank.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they were brown in the dream with it didn't look good. It's kind of scary.
That makes it all the worse. Mine were yellow in my dream, at least.
I mean, there was a hint of yellow. Like, they were spoiled, though, for sure. And they were coming down the stairs at me. And it was too much.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody else have any weird dreams or anything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
Let's get them all out there.
Cracker Barrel.
Nope. Well, it started out, there was this weird wizard man with a chicken on his head. Mm-hmm. And he locked me in an outhouse. Mm-hmm. And then he pushed it over, and they're covered in shit. And then I woke up.
That's it?
Yep.
That's a pretty strange dream. I don't know if my house is haunted or what. I don't know why it's giving everyone these weird dreams, but I mean, what about you two? Do you two get any weird dreams too, I guess?
I too had a dream. I had a dream that I too was walking downstairs, but those stairs ended. That's all I remember from my dream.
What the stairs?
That's a pretty boring dream. What about you, little owl fellow?
Well, I had a dream about a white, what is it?
It's your dream, son.
A white dragon was attacking something.
Was it by chance a knight?
You already forgot?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, he was fighting a knight, and the knight, it didn't look like she was gonna last much longer. And the white dragon was gonna prevail and kill everything. That's all I remember.
That sounds like a dehydrated SpongeBob.
The knight had some kind of sword. It was, I can't remember the sword, but it was crazy.
Where was this at?
Yeah, the sword was still mounted in a skull, and, there were like grassy hills with some white rocks sticking out, and I think it looked like a Dragon Barrow.
Mm-hmm. I know where Dragon Barrow is.
A barrel of dragons.
Barrow. Barrow.
That's not very far, and he's still flipping the bacon. Anybody want some of this bacon? I hope you all say yes.
Yes.
He's giving everybody plates of bacon, setting them all down at the table. Well, yeah, that sounds like a pretty vivid dream there, Albert, but I gotta tell you, Dragon Barrow, it's a weird place. I don't know if it's haunted or what, but there's some strange lights that come out at night, and folks around here just kind of stay away from that place. But I do want to say again, thank you all for, helping save my bacon. And he's flipping some more bacon to you guys. Also, while I was tied up and kind of getting tortured and beat by them orcs, them orc rascals, I thought you ought to know I overheard them talking quite a bit. They mentioned that their old base was overrun by a white dragon a few 10 days ago.
Ooh.
And that's why they were even here in the first place. They got kind of kicked out. Apparently the beast set up shop and has been using it as its lair. They said that it's in some stone fortress perched up on Icespire Peak. I know you all are from Phandalin. It's actually not that far from Phandalin. I mean, you can even see it on a clear day when you're in town. There's more orcs out there, I know that. And I don't know if they had their base back. I don't know. I just wanted to let you guys know that that's where those orcs came from. How's that bacon?
Right, this is delicious.
I spit it out.
I'm willing to put my word in that this is better than the bacon I had back at the garrison.
My bacon is a bit flaccid.
That's how I like it. Mm-hmm.
Could you crisp it up?
You ever tried anything besides bacon, though? I mean, eggs.
What are you
breakfast.
even talking about?
I mean, I'm just saying, broaden your horizons a little.
Eggs.
I mean, haven't you ever had grits or
Ew, man.
sugar-cured ham or jams and jellies?
Bacon jelly?
It's bacon for breakfast and horse meat for dinner. No lunch because we're too busy working the farm. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I've got this dragon on my mind. I think, what if this dragon has been the cause of all this stuff in the town going wrong?
I mean, let's put the pieces together here, fellas, okay? We are in charge of a garrison to protect the town. We were told that there was rumors or sightings of dragons. The mayor was boarded up in his house, which is why I got busted in the first place, because he's terrified of dragons. So, I mean, it makes sense that something's going on here, but...
And Albert had a fucking weird-ass dream about a dragon.
And you had the dream about the dragon, but the dragon in your dream died. Now, it might not be the only dragon, but I have a feeling there's something to that soul. I don't know why it would have focused so much on that part of your dream. I think... You remember anything that could have... You said Dragon Barrow or something like that, like a town, right?
Barrel of Dragons.
Dragon Barrow isn't a town. It's just kind of that weird formation of hills and those rocks.
How far away is it from us?
Big Al could point out, and Albert would actually know this, that it's... if you travel fast, you could get there within a day. Like same day if you leave early.
I think we should go and check out Dragon's Barrow and see if maybe there's some clues there, or maybe some of those caves that you might have saw in that dream, and see what we can find out. I feel like she's telling us through your dream how we can survive and take care of the dragon problem.
Yeah, I don't know why she would choose me.
Maybe she just was coming down and you were the first person she encountered in the rafters before
I'm
she
the
got to
shortest, though, so...
So, I mean, it could have been that. Could have been that she liked your feathers. I don't know.
They're just brown.
You're also very wise as an owl, I assume.
I'm not wise at all, I tell you what.
I mean, just don't lose any of the details of the dream as much as you can help it.
Yeah,
till we get to Dragon Barrow.
There's a sword in the skull. There's some grassy white hills with rocks. White rocks. That's about it. Dragon Barrow.
And a cave with a dragon skull in it.
Oh yeah, that's cave, yeah.
And a sword and a dragon skull.
All right, Big Al. Slap me some of that bacon over there. Load me up more, and then tell me about this Dragon Barrow. What do we expect when we get there?
He just starts just loading everybody's plates again. Well, I mean, I've only walked past it once, and it was during the daytime, so it wasn't anything too weird. It did look, a little strange, the big rock sticking out of it and like the hills and stuff, but apparently at night when you go, there's these witching lights that light up the sky. But other than that, I don't know anything about any cave or anything there. Mm-hmm.
What color are these lights?
There's some whites, blues, greens, purples, like every light. That's what I've heard. I've never seen them. They might be all a myth for all I know. But I mean, if you're gonna want to make it by tonight, he checks his wristwatch. You're gonna want to head out pretty soon.
Right, you got any kind of transportation for us?
I mean, you guys came with an ox, but I don't particularly know if that ox is gonna help you speed up anymore through the woods and through the hills. Might be better on foot.
Right, that's probably true. Right, let's set out, fellas. Let's pack our shit and go.
Thank you all, seriously, from the bottom of my heart for saving my farm. So,
We'll start filling my pockets with bacon.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna take some of this for the road.
No, please do. I'm a big man. I'm not that big of a man. I can't eat all this bacon.
Right, can I have a slab of that horse meat for if we have to set up a campfire tonight?
He opens up a ice box and pulls out one slab of horse meat.
We've cut this in fourths, fellas. It might go a long way.
Yeah, this was gonna be my dinner tonight, so I'm gonna. Here you go. It's only because you saved my farm.
Right, Big Al. It's really appreciated, mate. Thank you.
So you head off. Albert is probably the best guide. He's the one that really knows this area probably the most and knows where the Dragon's Barrow is. It's a nice clear day. You're all on foot, it starts off a path, and then Albert leads you off of the path and down to just some grasslands, a short stretch walking through some woods and then back into grasslands. And about 1 o'clock our time, as we know it, a centaur just starts kind of prancing in your guys' direction. Doesn't really seem to be paying you all much attention, kind of walking just like past you towards like where you guys were coming from.
I want to try to mount him.
Right.
You're going to get us killed.
It looks kind of cool.
All right, gonna try to mount him, Belisar. Animal hand? No, he's not an animal. Athletics, I guess.
I'm gonna sneak up on him.
Can I turn into him?
Stealth. You cannot turn into him. Okay.
God.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 22, so good luck.
Please fucking roll good.
Nope. He sees you coming and just like bucks off. And he says, "Hello, friends. How can I help you? Please don't jump on my butt again."
How much horsepower you carry under this?
One half, because I'm only half horse. Ha ha. Where are you all heading this fine evening? Day.
Just taking a stroll, mate. Just taking a stroll. Suppose you wouldn't know nothing about any Dragon Barrow places around here, would you?
Yes. That's where the shiny lights are.
The shiny lights. That's the second time we've heard that. What kind of lights are they? What do they look like?
Shiny lights. All colors. All shiny colors.
Are they coming from the sky?
They're all in the sky, above the Dragon Barrow. They're shiny and lights.
And it's only at night.
It's only at night. They might be during the day, but you can't see them.
Nothing else strange happens there. Just the lights.
No one goes there because of the strange lights.
Can you take us there?
Never. I don't like that place. It is spooky and haunted and scary.
What if we give you some horse meat?
Changes every time he talks.
That sounds terrible. I'm half horse.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so, have you ever heard of a brave knight who killed a dragon with a sword? Is there any kind of stories or myths about that around here?
I'm trying to think of what kind of check for you to roll. It's kind of weird because it's kind of a check for the centaur, but I want to let you roll it. Go ahead and roll a history check. And roll it with advantage because it'll be you and this centaur thinking about it.
Okay, 15 that time.
15.
9 the first time, but I got 15
okay,
with
15.
advantage.
Oh, yes. Of course. You mean Tanamir Algador and her faithful squire. They have slewn the ancient white dragon of olden times.
Right, so this happened, actually.
Yes.
Nobody ever recovered her, remains, or did she live, or what happened?
Well, what did she look like?
She was a human, and she slew the dragon.
Blonde
And
hair?
then, from then, the dragon never harmed anybody again. But her and the dragon were lost to time, never to be heard from or seen again.
Right.
Oh, wait. Like a blonde hair or brown hair?
She always wore a helmet. Nobody ever saw her hair.
Right. What about her scribe, or squire, or whatever you said? One of them
Oh,
guys.
that was just a dwarf that nobody even knows his name.
Does he live around here, or does he just disappear too?
He disappeared also.
Right.
But everybody knows that when Tanamir went to slew the dragon was never seen again. So she must have succeeded.
I think I had a dream of this slewer. The slayer, this dragon slayer.
Did they get fucking teleported? Or did they all die? Was it like a Rocky moment where they each killed each other?
The centaurs now is kind of like looking around really bored. Can I go now?
Hey, over here.
I'm gonna swat his tail.
And he takes off running towards Phandalin.
Okay. Kind of informative. All right. I think we're looking for Lady Tanamir Algador. I think you had a dream of the final resting place of where that battle took place. That's what we're looking for, from what I'm piecing together. So I think we should continue up there. Albert, you lead the way. But
Yeah, I say we just go there.
maybe when we get close, Sean, Marston, maybe you take the point with your pistol.
So the rest of the day goes by a lot more uneventful. No more centaurs come out of nowhere and start to chat with you all. But it does get to dusk. Sun is setting. Turns to night. You see a 30-foot high hill rising above you, ahead of you, and its top looks too flat to be like a natural occurrence. Jutting from the grassy hilltop is a row of 10-foot tall, bone white rocks that are arcing toward this stormy sky that just off in the distance you see some lightning bolts striking. And all above the ground you see those strange lights just dancing there, all colors, all little orbs of lights dancing around. Albert, you see this strange shape in the lights. You notice it to be this faint outline of Timora yet again. And she closes in her fingertips to make a circle. And then points down at the shape of the dragon, the overall shape of the dragon. She points at its butt. And then she vanishes in the lights.
Guys, I just saw Tamora and she went like this, showed me a circle, and pointed to the butthole. I say we go towards the butthole.
Do we have to go in the butthole?
Is it a butthole of the mountain or is it a dragon butthole?
Do we enter the butthole and exit the mouth?
I'm like guessing myself right now. Like I don't know what I saw about this butthole.
Is this whole fucking mountain a dragon body? Like old dragon body?
That
Not
could
a
be
mountain
it.
at all. We're gonna wake this fucking thing up. Watch. I know what's gonna happen. All right.
Should we
Just
shoot
lead
something
the
up
way.
there first?
Well, lead the way.
No, I don't want to go first.
Belisor, can't you cast something to like detect ghosts? Everyone said this place is haunted.
You can track Ghost.
100 feet away or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so Belisar, when you all are approaching this weird mound shaped and you're all heading towards the butthole of it,
Do I get the heebie-jeebies?
you're actually getting the heebie-jeebies of the entire mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What are you feeling?
Feeling the heebie-jeebies.
What does that mean?
It means I can track ghosts
Or undead.
or undead. It means I can feel them.
And you're getting this overall just painful sense of undead from this entire mountain.
I can do a survival check to track an intelligence call to recall information about it. I got berry rolls, man. Oh, investigation. Never mind. Investigation check. But I rolled like shit, so 13 for
Investigating
investigation.
the butthole. I mean, like, tell us about this butthole that we're going in. Is it bleached butthole? How big is this butthole?
The butthole is big enough for you all to walk in comfortably.
Yeah, man, it's a dragon
Dang,
butthole.
it's a big butthole. Can you guys like imagine walking into a dragon butthole?
I don't.
Why would I walk into that? I'm not walking in that.
Why? Hey, Sean Mofton, why don't you take point and go check out the dragon butthole?
Yeah, I don't want to go to the back.
I'll do
butthole.
that. Yeah, I'll go on in this butthole right here.
Actually, wait a minute. Come over here.
What's up, man?
I touch his shoulder, and I'm going to cast invisibility on him.
Oh, shit, what happened to me?
I made you invisible, so nobody can see you if there is something in there.
That's pretty dope.
You've got this. You got an hour or so.
I'm
just
gonna go on in there, but
go check it. Now, if you attack anything, it's going to blow your cover, just so you're aware.
It's nice, this big old loose butthole over here.
Sean Marston, you walk into this dragon butthole and you see that all the floor, the walls, and everything are all dirt and stone, kind of mixed together. It does look like
It's poop and stone.
you do see lining the ceiling like these white stones that are kind of spaced out pretty evenly. How far in is Lord Sean Snow walking? I just want to make sure, like, how many rooms.
Sean
Marston.
What did
You
I
said
call him?
Lord Sean Snow.
Sean Marston.
That's twice this.
How far in am I? What?
Well, how far would you want to like go and investigate alone?
20 feet.
Yeah, don't go far, man.
You walk into the first room. You walk in and it's a pretty large room. It's kind of down a pathway, right? The butthole leads down a straight path. And then
The butthole.
Are we supposed to know it's a butthole?
We're just calling it a butthole.
We're going into a cave, or is it a? Do we know it's a butthole?
Can I fuck with the guys and like cover myself in dirt and walk back out? Okay. Why didn't we all just go in the butthole?
Because you're invisible. So, and you got a gun.
Well, if I already forgot I'm fucking invisible, so let me just explore a little bit more in this butthole.
all right. You walk up a little bit further, in towards the end of the corridor, you see a pile of bones, and you actually see a saddle on the pile of bones, and then the pathway keeps going further.
I'll keep going.
You walk down another 20 to 30 feet, and then you see the tunnel kind of narrows in more to only about 2 feet wide at this point.
I think I'll stop there and turn around and get the boys. But I'm covered in mud, so they think I'm covered in poop.
Right. So we're all outside, like, right, when do you think he's going to come back out of this butthole here?
I don't know where he's at.
But I'm still invisible, so I just look like a poop man.
So, like, we're just talking here. What is that? What is that?
Why? I don't see nothing in this cave, really. I'm gonna go get the boys and then fuck with them, cover myself in doo-doo.
Well, right, fellas, right. I start forming an ice knife in my hand, but I don't throw it yet. I'm like, what is that?
Oh, it's just me.
What the fuck are you covered in?
It's just poop from the butthole.
So it is, in fact, a butthole.
Yeah, I think so, boy. Pretty gross.
Why does a hill or a mountain have a butthole?
I don't know.
Look, did Timera, right? Timera,
Yeah.
did she say, anything else or point to anything. Just
She didn't say anything about a butthole.
point.
We better get in there, though. There's a big, long tunnel everywhere. We got to get down in there. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go from the back, though, this time.
So you all walk into this tunnel that Sean Marson pointed out, and he's showing you where this tunnel that he stopped at is. And as you're walking towards it, you walk past that pile of bones with the saddle on it, and you see the bones start to stitch together, and they quickly form this skeletal horse wearing a saddle. And it just kind of like looking around, kind of biting at the dirt in the ground. Just
You still think it's a butthole?
I think it's a butthole. He said we walked in a butthole.
I mean, it doesn't really smell like poop in here. And I think it would smell a lot like poop if it was the butthole.
Well, it's an ancient butthole. It's all fossils and dirt.
I rolled an 18 to mount that bony horse.
you hop on that horse, and it kind of turns its head, looks at you a little bit, and just kind of is eating some more like dirt and rocks.
Ooh, it's a horse? I missed this part. I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, this thing is an undead skeleton horse.
It's still an animal.
Okay.
Still a horse. All right, I tell him, hey there, fella, how are you?
Hi. Hi.
All right, could you please explain to me where it is we're standing right now?
I think it's the butthole.
The butthole.
You have any water?
I think I might have a little bit here. Hang on. Yeah.
That's my voice.
Won't it just pull right through your bones? I mean,
Just try it out.
okay. I tip it a little bit.
Slurp.
Let's just keep splashing them with
Slurp.
some water.
Slurp, slurp, slurp. Oh, that's the good stuff. How can I help you?
Right. This is a butthole again, you said.
It sure smells like a butthole.
A butthole of what?
A dragon butthole.
We are inside of a dragon.
I don't know. It smells like a butthole in here.
Right. Well, what is up farther if we were to keep going? Have you
I've only ever been in the butthole.
I'm so confused.
Did this thing like eat you ages ago and you just got stuck on the
I
sphincter?
just remember being bones, and that's it. Can I get some more of that water?
Right, look, I'm gonna create this ice knife shot, and I'm just gonna lay this here. Just keep licking that.
Ooh, that's the good stuff.
That's for you. It'll last longer. I've already used 3 spell slots. We haven't even gotten to a fight yet.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Where are we going?
Oh, he's coming with us.
Yeah, Bellasaur's riding him. I talked to him the whole time. Bellasaur's sitting there. Can anybody else hear this conversation?
No, that's
you. Right. Fellas, he said we have to keep going. We're in a butthole. Pretty sure he said it's a dragon butthole, but when I called him out on it, he did not speak again about it. And he's only ever been right here in this spot, so he doesn't know what lies ahead.
Let's go.
Onward.
Who's leading the way down this? Because this is the tunnel that's like 2 feet wide. So this bone skeleton, luckily, a real horse wouldn't be able to fit through here. A bone horse will just barely scrape the walls through here.
I'll go first. I'll take point.
I'll follow up the rear.
All right, you all are walking down this tight tunnel, squeezing through it. And then eventually, after what feels like 30, 40 feet, the tunnel opens up into this. So it's shaped kind of elongated, like maybe like a dragon skull. And at the front of where like the mouth is, you see, Albert, that short sword that you saw in your dreams embedded in the skull of
Just
the
to
dragon.
clarify, we just went from butthole straight to mouth.
Yeah, it was a pretty long walk.
I mean, was this like a short, stubby dragon?
Well, he said 30 feet long.
Well, 30 feet for that tunnel and then 30 feet from the tunnel before that.
So we did
Sean
go through.
Marston
We did go
was-
through like a rib cage.
60 feet, yeah.
60-foot long dragon.
And then
Fucking huge.
in this skull, you also see a sarcophagus to the side.
What is this? Let's walk up to it. Can we cast an investigation check?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check on it.
I got a 10.
Ask the horse if he knows anything about this. Oh, he's only ever been in the butthole.
Yeah. This is all new to him too. He's still looking on that ice back there.
He's got in his mouth licking on it, yeah.
I'm going to give him a salt cube.
No, that's going to dehydrate him, man.
Oh, man.
And make the ice
You got to
melt.
give him sugar cubes.
Albert, you can see that the kind of image carved onto the lid of the sarcophagus matches the knight that you saw fighting this dragon. It looks vaguely similar.
Hey, guys, that image looks like the night I saw in my dream.
Everybody said she disappeared after the battle. But why the hell is there a sarcophagus in the dragon's mouth? Maybe she lived here?
She lived here and she died here? I don't know.
I mean, they said she killed the dragon and lived, so maybe she set up shop here.
Maybe the stories are wrong.
Wait a minute. She had a squire with her, didn't she?
I believe
But I only
so.
I only see one sarcophagus here.
That's strange. I say the sword looks nice. Let's take the sword.
I'm very, very positive I won't be able to pull that out of that mouth, nor can I reach it. So, one of you guys should get up there and grab it.
I'll fly up and try, but I still don't know my voice, but I'm gonna fly up and try.
Albert, give me an athletics check. And the horse is now like bumping its head against the sarcophagus. I think this is.
Dang.
I remember this human. I think. Yeah, Albert, you're like tugging on that sword. You cannot get that loose from the stone.
Dang it.
This is my human.
Wait a minute, this was your human?
This was my human, and it's still nudging at the knight's sarcophagus.
Ask him what his human's name was.
What was your human's name?
Tanamir.
Tanamir. That's exactly who Albert saw in the vision.
That sounds familiar.
What?
Yeah.
Was there somebody else with you when you were her horse before you turned to the bones? Somebody else in your party?
A little dwarf man, short guy.
What happened after this dragon was killed? What did she do? What did the dwarf do?
I don't remember. I don't remember my human dying. I might have died before my human died.
Right. Hey, fellas, everybody. This is Tanamir. This is her. This is her horse. He said he remembers her. We gotta pop this open. See what's going on.
Let's pop it open.
I don't know how heavy it is. Can I do it?
It is kind of heavy.
Right. Okay. So, a little help here.
Maybe she's not even in there. I'll help you.
I got a crowbar.
Oh, Belisar, you can roll a strength with an advantage with a crowbar.
Oh.
Athletics, I mean.
Oh.
You don't need it. You rolled a nat 20. Yeah, you pop the lid off really easy and it slides off to the
That's the second
ground.
nat 20 of the night for him.
And you see some skeletal remains. You do see plate armor, but it's all rusted and pretty much useless. But around the skeleton's neck, you see a necklace of fireballs.
Oh, shit. I haven't even got to use that on the other show yet.
It's got 4 beads on it remaining.
40?
4!
Johnny.
44. 44 beads.
Just
Got
4 beads on it.
I want to gently open the clasp and take it off around her neck.
I volunteer somebody else can have it because I got the elven shit.
Sounds like Bellator's taking that shit.
Johnny was.
I want to play paper, rock, scissors for this.
All right.
We could just do a roll off.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, that's much easier.
Roll a 1 to 100. Roll a D100.
Oh shit, that's fun.
I know, yeah. We could have rolled like a D10 or something, but. Oh, is Pip taking it?
Pip got it. Look, fellas, I'm not gonna take this. I just wanted to be part of that roll. But here you go. I'm gonna throw it in the air. Whoever catches it, you can have
All
it.
right. Roll for athletics.
You take it.
All right, I toss it up in the air, and Bellasaur jumps up and fucking snatches it.
You can have it, Sean.
Look, wait, look. Why don't you take 2 balls, and he takes 2 balls?
Oh, that sounds
and
good.
You each have 2
All right.
fireballs.
That's a good idea.
Right. That settles the score.
Barry's always moderating shit.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, you guys got like string and shit. Yeah, I guess you guys could make your own like makeshift necklace if you wanted to wear them still.
I want to make mine a bracelet, so it's like quick load.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so you guys both have 2 fireballs. Yeah.
Right. You're welcome.
Now we need to get this sword.
So I'm going to. How high up is the sword?
It's about 15 feet up in the air.
I want to take some. I got some oil. I got a flask of oil.
What's that for?
I'm going to spray it up around the blade where it is in the skull.
You want me to lasso it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lasso it
Ooh,
and
yeah,
wrap it around the
lasso it.
horse.
Yeah, lasso it, and I'll turn into a fucking.
What do I need to
big
check
old
for that?
Clydesdale.
For a lasso, I think it's a dex roll. What are the dex rolls? You can just make a dex roll.
Yeah, I'm casting Wild Shape to turn into the big oxen that was dragging our cart.
Oh, a 15. Yeah, you lasso and it catches on the hilt of the blade, and you've got it now, lassoed and tied up.
And I hold my fingers up and I snap, and I turn into the oxen, the big old oxen that was dragging the cart from Big Al's.
As soon as we pull this blade, this fucking dragon's going to come to life.
Go ahead and so we don't have to look up like oxen stats. Let's go ahead and roll an athletics check +4 because I'm sure they've got at least a +4.
If he's pulling on it, I'll go over and fly and like pull on him too and help him. Can I do that?
I don't know why it rolled twice, but I got a 14 and a 15.
Oh, and then +4.
And +4.
So that's actually an 18. No, actually a 19 because that was a -1. So you actually get a 19. Yeah, you pull this sword out and it clatters to the ground. And as soon as it does, the entire cave around you starts to rumble. And it's as if the ceiling is lifting from the ground. And there's dirt and rocks falling all over you. There's clouds of dust getting kicked up, and you're not really able to see anything. You're all clouded with your vision. And looking around, as soon as the rubble starts to kind of clear away, you see standing before you a skeletal dragon. And it says, "You think you could... you got any water?"
Not for you, dragon.
Okay, well, if you're gonna take the sword, you need to prove your strength. Let's do this. That's all. Go ahead and roll initiative.
He doesn't sound very difficult.
Yeah.
like an old dusty dragon bone thing. Whoa,
Oh, damn.
on initiative,
Now Sean
dude.
Morrison.
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
Oh,
I got a 10 altogether.
Oh,
I got a 19.
Damn, look at these.
dang! I got 21.
All of our fucking damages are gonna be like 2.
What the
dude!
So it's gonna go Sean, Albert,
You, and then
Dragon, Pip, Bellasaur.
All right, so how am I going to do this?
Sean Marston, you are up and you are staring down a pretty big dragon, but it's bony. It's spreading its wings, but it doesn't have anything. Like, it's trying to flap in the air to like get away from you all, but it doesn't have any like skin on its wings, so it's just flapping its wings. It's not able to fly. You all just wait. I'm gonna get you. Sean Marston, you're up.
So if I rolled a hit and I want to use that, I already have a +7 to hit with my longbow.
So let's just
+2.
do so it'd just be like a +2.
Alright.
So you can go and just roll what you roll, and then we'll just -5 from it, whatever number comes up. So you take aim right at this thing's head, pop off a shot. 9 -5 of 4.
Fuck, dude.
It goes like right between its ribs. I think now you have you don't have 2 attacks till next level. You got anything else you want to do? Any like movement or bonus actions
I'm gonna move
or
back.
anything?
30 feet.
You scoot back between behind everybody else. Next up is Albert.
Is there anyone within 5 feet of this dragon right now? We're all into the dragon.
Yeah, you guys were like in it, so you're all up right at the feet except for Sean Marston.
Right, stab it again with a sword. Maybe it'll fucking die again.
Yeah.
The sword. Oh, that's a good point. The sword is actually on the ground now.
Oh,
that
okay.
sword that was in the skull.
Oh, really?
That's what I would look for. I'd probably. I mean, how heavy is the sword?
It's a short sword.
Can I pick it up and try to use it?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so, I mean, am I just gonna, like, roll for my...
Yeah, roll your regular attack and stuff. It'll just do a little bit more damage. Because you've got daggers, and it's a short sword, so...
So I'll roll
it's
twice, right? For 2 weapons?
Yeah, you got a dagger in one hand and the short sword in the other. Oh, whoa.
Both 14s.
Both 14s. Yeah, you hit into this thing. Whoa, and you only do sneak attack once, so we'll take the first sneak attack. We'll say that the first attack you make is the short sword.
Okay.
And then the dagger. Go ahead and describe what it looks like when you do the attack, and then I'll tell you what the sword actually does.
So the sword was on the ground when I saw it?
Yeah.
Or is it still in the skull? I picked it up and I put it right back in the slot of the... where it was in the skull.
Well, now it's like... now the dragon stood up.
So he's too tall.
Yeah.
Well, can I fly up there?
Sure, let's do that.
I'm gonna fly up there. I'm way up, wherever, I don't know how tall. I'm flying up, and I stab the sword into the slot of the skull, and then the dagger is going into its ear.
Okay.
Ew.
Now roll 3d6 bonus damage, because that sword does 3d6 bonus damage against dragons.
Huh.
Oh,
So it's gonna be
dang.
8 plus 7 for your sneak attack. Plus 6.
Two,
So
two,
that
Wow,
is,
2.
so that is 6. No. That is 4 plus 4, 8 plus 6, 14 plus 7, 21 points of damage you do to this dragon. And you're like chipping away at its skull. It's looking all beat up. It's like, okay, no, seriously. If I could just get like a sip of water, that would be cool. Next up is the dragon's turn. Oh, cool.
Wait, what if this guy just wants some water? He'll run
Well,
out.
we'll see,
No,
because
look,
now it's
dude.
dragon's turn.
We have to prove ourselves. He's gonna get his fucking ice breathing powers if we give him water. He's not parched.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Don't give him water.
It like rears back a little bit and tries to cough out a cone of ice. It's like, and like nothing comes out. So instead, it quickly turns around and hits. So Sean Marston's not there, so it's either gonna hit Bellasaur or Pip. I'm gonna roll a D2. 1 will be Bellasaur, 2 will be Pip.
Okay. Ah, damn. Please don't do a lot of damage.
Let's see if it's gonna hit you or not. Oh, dang. It's got a plus 15 to hit. Oh, it only rolled a 3, but plus 15, so an 18 is gonna hit Pip. I know
my
that. 'cause
armor
we
class
talked about
is
your
like
armor class.
15. Yeah.
Pip. Pip. Hey, Pippity Pip.
Hey, miss me. That's-
No, it hits you for 19 points of damage, though.
I
Just
am
miss
dead.
me. Just miss
Yeah,
me.
miss me and
Wait, what?
I only have 16 health
There's
At
no
level
way.
4?
at level 4. Oh, wait a minute. I never re-rolled health, and I don't have it set to manual on this guy.
Damn it, Barry.
Hang on. It's supposed to be fixed 23, dude. Sorry.
Yes, okay. Yes. So you get hit, and this fucking tail still gives you a wallop and throws you back a good 10 feet. You slump to the ground. You're kind of standing up, catching your breath. You're still pretty fucked.
It's 19 points of damage.
Yeah, 19 points of damage. And then with its mouth, with its bone teeth and mouth, who's Albert's right up there, right in its face.
I'm on his eyeball.
Oh, God, Albert. It's...
Am I getting hit too?
Yeah, it's going to try to bite you. Yeah, it can do a bite and a tail.
I'm on his eyeball.
Well, it's going to try to buck you off, and...
Well, try it.
Does a 27 hit you?
Oh, shit. Got a
Yeah, I think
plus
so.
15 to hit. Fuck this
17
dragon.
damage, Albert, as it bites its bony teeth into you. It's like, oh,
Wait.
that's... What? Wait.
Wait, so what did you hit with? A freaking 27? Never mind. God dang it. Proceed.
That's the dragon's turn. Next up is Pip.
I'm already fucking weak as it is. So I'm still underneath him, right? How
Yeah.
close is he to me in the air?
You got knocked out like 10 feet back.
So he's still within it. So I stand up, and before I did this, I did a clap for Thunder Wave, but I'm gonna cast at level 2. And look, it's like a Kamehameha type style. Where I like bend back and I just fucking throw my hands up, and it's just like right at him.
Okay.
And it does 3d8 damage. Since it's
He's
a level 2.
actually going to take double this damage because it's thunder damage. And he's big hollow bones.
Oh, mother.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
3, 1, and 1. 5 total. So it's actually 10 points of damage, though.
All right,
Is this
10
kind of...
damage? You have to make Constitution saving throw real quick.
10.
All right, no, you lose. You get knocked back 10 feet too on this, and you take the 10 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. He stumbles back as like this shockwave of sound is like going up his bones and causing him to like vibrate. Next up is Belisar. He's got like chips of his mouth missing. His bones are all kind of rattling. A couple of his rib cages fell off from that from Pip's attack.
How close am I to this dragon?
You're right on its feet because it sprung up from the ground right when you guys were in its skull.
I'm just going to hit it with my axe. Plus 5 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. 8.
8 total. Guess what? This is a big ass, slow, unarmored bone dragon. That's actually gonna hit it. Surprise.
Oh,
Sean, you barely missed it with your 9 minus 5
What
or
the
whatever
fuck?
you rolled. So that's gonna hit
14 damage.
11 plus 3. Okay, I was making sure you didn't roll a 1 or 2. Yeah. 14 damage. You take off like one of
Does
its
he have tiny arms?
Yeah.
Does he have wings and tiny arms or just wings?
Wings and tiny arms.
All right, I want to take off one of his arms.
All right, you knock off one of his tiny T-Rex arms. Oh no! Don't do that. Sean Marston, you are this thing is missing quite a few bones. It's looking pretty rough. Water.
I'm gonna use action surge,
Oh shit! Yeah, you can make 2. Yeah,
and I'm gonna use my longbow twice.
your pistol.
Is that what
It's
is that
still
what-
marked as
okay.
longbow.
Okay. Oh yeah, my pistol. That makes sense.
Do you have that on your inventory?
My pistol. Yeah.
I thought I gave it to you on your inventory.
Let me see.
It does more damage than your longbow does.
Yeah, it does. It is on here. I didn't even pay attention to that. All right, so I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna use my what the fuck is that called?
Sharpshooter.
But it's permanent, so for both of them.
So you get to make 2 shots. Pew pew. So the first shot is a 12 minus 5. It's gonna be a 7. And that bullet's gonna go like right, like just barely squeak past its skull and like leave a little streak down it. The next one, a 15 minus 5, 10, is going to hit, and that's actually 5 damage plus 10, 15 damage. You can go ahead and describe how you kill this thing with that second shot, not the first one.
Thank God.
I shot him right in the forehead, his dragon forehead, and split it right in half.
And as it does, like Albert, the teeth open up and the skull breaks apart and loosening it and letting you kind of fly free. And the bones all crumble to the ground. And again, it shoots up this like loose dirt and earth all flying through the air. And you all are just standing there and you see that sarcophagus that you guys opened up again. And now, like looking around, there's no more Dragon Barrow. There's no more hills or anything. It's just all this flat piece of ground with these bones all scattered around. You all are pretty beat, especially, Pip and Albert. And,
I'm almost dead and casted that big ass thunder wave.
You're not almost dead anymore because you guys are actually going to hit level 5 now.
Ooh.
So, before we end the episode, and as the dragon bones are all crumbling down around you and you're all hit level 5, hey Pip, what does Pip get at level 5?
So all I had that came up was the addition of 3rd level spells. I was able to prepare 3 of them.
Ooh, did you pick all 3 3rd level spells?
I did.
3rd level? What?
3rd level spells.
Yeah, and that's when it gets fun.
I only get 1st level still.
Oh yeah, you're arcane trickster, bro.
Well,
It's
still.
different. It's different.
So I picked. Ooh, wow. So I got a total of 5 because haste and daylight are always prepared. It says.
Oh yeah, because
Right.
your circle. What circle? Barry,
Circle
what
of
circle
the-
is Pip? Do you remember?
Circle
of the land.
Yeah, circle of the land.
I think.
I think that's what it is too. I'm not 100%, but I'll check in a second. So I have a permanent daylight always prepared, and I have permanent haste. So I can touch any one of you guys, and you'll go twice your speed for a duration.
Hey, that haste does a lot more than that. It gives them a whole extra action. It gives
Bonus to
them more
AC.
armor class.
Oh wow! Yep, you gain an additional action on each of your turn. That action can only be used, or can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
So, like, if you cast haste on Sean Marston at level 5 could take 3 shots, which is
Oh, boy.
kinda ridiculous. Yeah, pew pew pew. And then if Sean Marston
Sean
also took,
Star.
if he also took the action surge, he could actually make 4 attacks. So that would be funny.
But it does say when the spell ends, you get a wave of lethargy swept over you, and you can't move or do anything until your next rotation of turns.
What
And
other
then-
spells did you end up picking yourself?
So the ones that I picked Call Lightning, because I already have Thunder Wave. So Call Lightning makes a storm cloud appear. It's 10 feet tall and has a 60-foot radius of a cylinder that comes down on a centered point. And then somewhere underneath the cloud, if I could see a spot, I can call down a bolt of lightning to strike a creature in it. And it takes 3d10 damage on a failed save. And if it's a successful save, let's see, it's half that damage.
Yeah.
So
It's a very good spell.
right, absolutely. I can use the action every time on my turn in the same way, targeting the same point or different one. And if I'm outdoors in stormy conditions already when I cast the spell, it gives me control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. And then if that's the case, if it's already storming and I make it, I take control of that storm and I get an additional 1d10 damage on top of that. So 4d10 damage total for that one. That's a badass spell.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay. The second one I picked was more of a strategic spell. I chose Speak with Plants because I can already pick Speak with Animals. But if we go to an area and we're trying to figure out what happened there, something like that, I figured I could talk to a plant and they'd be able to tell me what happened in that area.
There's poison ivy everywhere, man.
See, it's perfect.
Don't make me get a voice for poison ivy.
Also, listen. If we're being chased or anything like that, I can fucking create vines and branches and shit that will like attack the pursuers and inhibit them from getting to us. And it says they can probably perform other tasks depending on the GM's discretion.
Yeah.
So that one was kind of cool, I thought. And then the third one I picked was fucking Tidal Wave, man. Big old wave of water I can call down into an area. 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. And you got to make a saving throw, and if you fail, it's 48 bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone.
I love that spell. I had that on my druid at all times.
That's cool. I'm about to do some badass stuff this last episode.
Is that all you got?
That's just three. I had 3 spells I could choose, 3 level. Also, I mean, I got an increase in health, and that was it.
Let me follow that.
Who wants to go? Okay.
I got an extra attack.
Unfortunately, I think that really is like what fighters get at level 5.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it doubles your damage.
Yeah.
It's a big thing,
it's dope,
but after him talking about all of his new spells, he got
kind of pales in comparison. It was
okay.
Circle of the Land, by the way, that I have.
Yes,
You're
that's
right.
what I thought. Pip or Belisar? Or, I mean, Albert or Belisar?
I got Uncanny Dodge, which is pretty cool. When an attacker I could see hits me with an attack, I could use my reaction to half that damage. Just like insta, you hit me, well, you know what? I'm going to half it. And then, yeah. And then I got an extra spell, which I picked. I don't think I told you my last spell I picked, but anyway, I picked ID, I think. Insinuation? ID insinuation?
I don't know what that is.
You unleash a torrent of conflicting desires in the mind of one creature you can see within range, impairing its ability to make decisions. The target must succeed on a wisdom save throw or be incapacitated. At the end of each of its turns, it takes a d12 physical damage. And it also, it keeps making a wisdom save to try and break free, but a d12. That's pretty good.
By the way, everybody's proficiency bonus went up from a 2 to 3. But
Yeah.
All right. Belisar.
I got a new Blood Curse.
Ooh.
I got Blood Curse of Mutual Suffering. So as a bonus action, I can link with a creature within 30 feet for up to 1 minute. The next time the linked creature deals damage to me with a weapon attack, it takes necrotic damage equal to half the damage dealt. That's ending the curse. Amplify, the creature takes full damage and loses any necrotic resistance.
I would like to add, I did get sneak attack 3d6 now.
Oh, and I get 2 attacks.
Yes. So, you doubled your damage and then also got that bonus as well.
Ooh, yeah, and my plus to hit went up.
Yeah, because everybody's proficiency bonus went up, so everybody will now get that. Right. Yeah. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So guys, we will get to the finale of this campaign next episode. I'm very excited for that. We will talk to you all in 2 weeks. So see you, everybody.
Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to One Shot Onslaught. I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. So sorry we did not get to release an episode 2 weeks ago. I hope this one was worth the wait. This is the second to last episode, the pre-finale, I guess. I don't know what that's called still. But the finale will be coming out in 2 weeks. I'm very excited for that. We have not yet recorded it, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I want to start off this outro by saying a huge thank you to all of our current patrons. So thank you. Rachel, aka Dragonbait, Tiana H, Mitch B, The Lawful Stupid Podcast, Orion P, Jeremy Fair, Zoltar, Loki Strike, Dave M, Jason Pravat, Bradley M, Dwayne, one of those players from The Lawful Stupid Podcast, Sofa Kingdom, Uncle Scott Chainsaw, Not Ironclaw, Danny T, Brittany D, Kiera K, Bay Area Beer Socials, Remus S, Jorian Drake, Naomi Sweet, Drew Rundu, Joel Lorber, The Nerd Asylum, and Danny M. Seriously, thank you all so much for supporting the show. If you want to get your name on this list and a whole bunch of other really cool bonus content, you can head over to patreon.com/oneshotonslaught. Sign up for as low as $1 a month and get access to tons of really cool bonus content, such as our new bi-weekly podcast called Dungeons and Diaries, where we have different NPCs and characters from this show and Halfway to Heroes record journal entries, like narrated out loud, and release them to the Patreon exclusive podcast feed. That's available to all of our current patrons, $1 and up. We currently have 2 of those out at the moment. And then, of course, you also get to play in Twitch streams with us while we play one-shots and things like that over on twitch.tv/oneshotonslaught. Make sure you subscribe to that if you have not yet, or follow. And the list goes on and on and on. You can also join our Discord, bit.ly/oneshotdiscord, all spelled out. And also, if you're enjoying this mini campaign and you're planning on maybe running this mini campaign yourself, you should definitely check out Sly Flourish and Bob the World Builder. Those are 2 creators that are giving tons and tons and tons of both playthroughs of this campaign and also tips for this campaign. I used a lot of their tips. I believe it was Sly Flourish who suggested that the dragon come to life, or it might have been the other way around. It might have been Bob the World Builder. But yeah, that, and then there's a lot of tips that I've used for this episode and for the previous episode. So definitely go check both of them out. So next week is a Halfway to Heroes episode. Thanks for bearing with us while we've been figuring out this audio issue with this new wall being built down here. It was a little bit better in this episode, and now I believe we have got it all sorted for the finale. So that's good. That's going to be good to look forward to. Thanks for bearing with us on that. Other than that, I think we're ready to get you all to these outtakes. Yeah, follow us on all social media. Again, that Twitch. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, and leave us iTunes rating and reviews. We're always looking for more of those for this show and for Halfway to Heroes. Those help us tremendously. And tell a friend about the show. We love that. We love it when somebody finds our show and they say, so-and-so mentioned us. That makes us feel really good. So again, just thank you for listening. And I'll talk to you next week on Halfway to Heroes. Bye, everybody.
I tried the bidet. It's fucking cold. It's like ice water shooting up your butthole. Seriously, it's that cold.
Yeah, man. Cold water keeps germs from spreading.
I don't think that's how it works.
Can Albert poop out eggs?
What? You don't poop out eggs, man.
Okay, can you lay eggs?
Well, yeah, I'm an owl.
I don't think boy owls can, though.
Yeah, man, I'm a boy owl. I don't know. But you eating eggs kind of offends me.
Or kind of backhand Albert in the shoulder, if owls have shoulders. I'm like, Illithid. I think the Illithid are going to resurrect said dragon.
Illithid. Are there Illithid in this campaign?
I think you're thinking wrong campaign, man.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, John, I mean, he's really pushing that Illithid thing. Like resurrecting us.
My bad, man.
I don't quite know what you're talking about.
Hey, can I go pee real quick, or can I try to pee in this bottle here?
Since we went up a dragon butthole, I have a confession. Are you ready?
I don't think I'm ready for that.
I was inspecting how the bidet worked, and I was turning the nozzle like the slightest little tiny bit, and it squirted me like full tilt pressure in the shoulder.
What? Where were you at?
Upstairs. They told me to try the bidet, so I went up
In
there.
your shoulder.
Yeah, I was just like turning the knob like a little tiny bit, and it just fucking squirted me right in my shoulder.
How your butt's covering the toilet though? How?
I wasn't. No, I was checking it out before I sat down.
I
like,
gotta know. Is this stream like shoot straight up or like at an angle?
Yeah, that's why I was looking at it. I was like, how does this work?
So like, is it a pretty powerful stream? Or is it like
Yeah.
a high school water fountain? Like,
It's
you know,